Hey, hello everyone and welcome back to Paranormal Time. Today's video is all over the paranormal. Whether you are a believer or skeptic, there is no denying that the idea of ghost spirits and other supernatural entities has captivated people for centuries. In this video, we'll be searching some of the most trumped evidence for paranormal activity and sharing some of the most chilling stories of ghostly encounters and discussing some of the most popular theories about what lies beyond our realm of understanding. So turn up the light, grab a blanket and get ready to explore the mysterious and often terrifying world of the paranormal time. Let's get started. A listener has emailed us to incident that he heard from someone else. I'm going to straight to the story. First story about secret love and terror. First, an apology if you see any mistakes. As written, I am reading it. My name is Stephanie and I'm the daughter of a celebrity couple in Hollywood. We live in a mansion overlooking Los Angeles. My parents, who are active in the film industry, often entertain through parties at home. My older sister, Felicity, who is 25, has always been a movie star. I go to college, and when I had just started college, Felicity thought that I should get a girlfriend. I had nothing better to do and used an app to find a lesbian girl who was my age and in the neighborhood. I found one who even went to my school, but she did not have a picture, so for me, it was a blind date when we met. Outside the movies where we were supposed to meet, she put her hands in front of my eyes from behind, as one does when the other one shall guess who it is. It was one of my classmates, Sidney, one of those who definitely is not a lesbian, and she is also my roommate. What was she doing there? Why had she been looking for a lesbian girl online? But what do I know? So I presumed that we were on a serious date. We ate at a restaurant with white tablecloths before going to the movies. We'll have a great relationship, said Sidney suddenly during the dinner, although I did not have any special features then, which I do now. Asymmetric bangs and highlights in their hair. Sidney never asked for a second date, and later I began dating a guy, Jayden. I met him the first time outside my house. He was just around. We are the same age. Once he dropped a sports car along with me and we were out of all night. He says the most pretty things to me and knows preciously what I need to hear. I thought that as soon as he would regard me as his girlfriend, I could bring him to school to show off. Once when we were outside of Jayden's school, there were a few other students rushing down a hill beside the road where we stood. The dry sand rustled, then Jayden pulled off wig with all the cars on. Beneath his hairstyle was reminiscent of Sidney's. She had cut her hair short the same day Jayden showed up. Then he tore off piece that he had attached the sides of the nose and covered it with makeup. The nose was actually thin but had appeared wider with the piece in place. "Hi sweetie," said Sidney, as she talked in school with her standard voice. I was a little traumatized, so I did not register a lot of visual input. So I did not know if her sister, who is a makeup artist and had done more things to establish in Jayden, told you we would be a great couple. We can have a secret relationship, but you must not tell the others that I am dating you. For your information, Jayden is one of my middle names. I told her at once, no, if you want to continue, then you have to tell everyone about us, that we have been together most of our time in college and you must go to the dance with me and hold hands in school. I said and knew that she would not agree, but she did. So we went to the dance and we were a cool couple seated in the back in the classroom and everything. So this is the end of the first story. Now I'm going to tell the second story. The second story about Lost. First, an apology if you see any mistakes. As written, I am reading it. Time flew gradually as we attended a music concert in Hampi. India is one of the most famous historical places, but me and my friend Venu did not notice the time, and now it was well beyond midnight. Adding to my disgust, there was not a single auto rickshaw at that time, and I cursed myself for not coming on my bike to a place that was so far from our guest house. With no other option around, we decided to walk our way to the guest house. The road was visible in the dim light of the moon, and the weather was slowly changing. I am a big fan of Hampi since my childhood, not only because of the beautiful architecture but also because of the rich heritage it reflected. The night was not totally gloomy, but it was dead silent with no other sound except some crickets. The coldness of the night is best known when experienced. We were walking without much talk. I lost myself in looking at those amazing buildings when the sound of an auto rickshaw brought me on the real world. I was more than relieved at that time. Nothing would have made me happier than reaching home in a vehicle. Fortunately, the auto agreed to take us to the place without much bargaining the fare. I wasn't in a mood to talk to anyone, but on the contrary, my friend got into a conversation with the auto driver. This helped me to return back to my thoughts again, admiring the beauty of the once glorious Hampi, which is now destroyed to pieces yet successful in explaining the riches which it once possessed. Though looted for 6 months continuously by the rebel kingdom, it still managed to stand tall against the injustice that happened to it in the past. It looked amazing even in the faint light. While I was engaged in this kind of thought, we saw an old man covered himself in a shawl and walking along with a stick in his hand. At a distance, he seemed to walk at a very slow pace and stopped to ask lift. Venu told the auto driver to stop and drop the old man wherever he wanted. But the auto driver did not heed to Venu's word. Instead drove fastly without talking. We both were surprised at his behavior, and Venu asked the reason for his unusual gesture. Then the auto driver replied with fear in his voice, "That was not any man, Shahib, but a ghost." People come to Hampi not only to see the monuments but also for doing the last rites of their ancestors. I believed in ghosts, and it's not good to stop of any random person at this hour. Did you observe it had no legs? Though I was shocked to hear this, Venu got irritated and said, "Stop. I don't believe in all such crap. What proof do we have to explain this?" Then the auto driver turned towards us. "You should observe, Shahib. Observe carefully before coming to a conclusion. Look at my feet." He screamed, "Goodness gracious, he had no feet." This was enough for us to faint, and we lay there unconsciously. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the mysterious and often terrifying world of the paranormal time. Whether you are a believer or skeptic, there is no denying the enduring fascination that people have with ghost spirits and other supernatural entities. We hope you enjoyed this video and that it has left you with some new insights and perspective on this intriguing topic. As always, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay tuned. See you in the next episode. Good night.